I'm Sandra Santiago. Well, people misinterpret who I am. The stereotype Latin woman that you see on TV, TV shows, the cleaning lady, the nanny, right? I graduated from La Sorbonne University in France. So after learning the language, the French language, I decided to maybe not to speak and learn the mime language. So I went to that school, Marcel Marceau, which is the best mime school in the world, right? So I got there, and then Marcel Marceau was there, and he was like doing this matador sign to me and wanted to like kind of kill me, like I was the toro, And I got so scared, but I was not scared because of the sharpness of the sword, but the money that I had to pay to go to that school, because it was 3 times more than a regular French student. So I decided that mime language was not my language. So I decided to learn Japanese in Paris. Konnichiwa! But it was so hard. So I decided to venture and go to Tokyo. There I learned the language and I started working for this corporate world, this corporate firm. And then the only thing that I didn't like is that I needed to serve tea to all the guys in the company. So when one guy came, the youngest guy in the firm came to work for the company, I said, wow, this is my time. I can tell him. And I said, hey, I'm your senior. I'm a señorita. You should serve me tea. Yeah, you got it. I got demoted. Yeah, I was working at the headquarters from this famous firm, and then they sent me to a little store they had in Japan. So, being an interpreter in Japan, I felt like I didn't have a voice, I felt like, I'm from Sinaloa. Who knows El Chapo, right? So I come from that town, right? He's a very famous drug dealer in the world, and I have never seen or taken any drug. This is for sure. And with that attitude of like a drug dealer boss and a skinny bitch French student graduate from La Sorbonne, I feel humiliated, right, to serve tea. So I said, this is not my voice. Then I decided to come to the States. And I played the mafia boss in the Reservoir Beaches in a little theater close by. Like, it's a play based on the Reservoir Dogs. And again, my accent got in the way. My colleagues from that play keep telling me, hey, cheap bitch. Because I had to say that word in the play, right? So I ended up switching the words, because until now, my ear doesn't seem different between the correct form or the cheap bitch. Whatever. They keep telling me every time they see me, cheap bitch. Or like when I go to an audition, and I see the casting director, and I'm so excited, and the casting director tells me, yes, great job. Now do it without an accent. Anyway, and I said, well, don't you know, I'm an American too. I have an accent. Do you know how many Americans are in these United States that have an accent? Anyway, those are the people that I want to represent. Like, you know what? In my family, I'm a single mom. My son is tall, blonde, green eyes, football player. And my daughter is a petite Japanese model. See? I'm a salad. And when they were little, I used to walk with them in Malibu, and they kept saying to each other,